It's becoming very real when this happens to you. Much realer than any movie that says you are the ultimate weapon. It's much real. It's much more realer than you think. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Come on, Gina, honey. We don't want to hear you talking right now. We're talking about the zombies. Hello, Al, honey. Hello, the Dawn. It's good seeing you, the Dawn. How you been doing? You've been doing good. That's great. You keep vibrating on that high frequency. That's right. We can't be having any of this happening. We can't be having any of this happening, but do we have this happening? It's more real than I think we're led to believe in these movies and or these books that have been published. Why on earth would they make something like this? Hello, Mickey, honey. Why would they make something like that? The graphic novel. It's a graphic novel, The Aftermath. Two Cambridge University scientists. Yeah. I've got my one Seagate plugged in. And I think we've done videos on this. You are the ultimate weapon. I don't know why. You need some olives. Yeah. Oh, I love olives. Green olives, black olives. They taste really good. You're the ultimate weapon. And in this game right here, the Nano Breaker. The Nano Breaker, which the game takes place in 2021, in which the United States has established an island facility called the Nanomachine Island. And what happens with Nanomachine Islands is, well, they get inside your bodies. They get inside your bodies. It's the nanomachines is what it is. Oh, Gina, honey, we don't need to see you dancing. Okay, I wanted to go back to this one part right here. The 28 weeks later. The Nanomachine. Oh, yeah, I had it all pulled up on here. I looked up Nanomachine Island. It's beginning to be much realer than I think a lot of people may realize. If you were to come over to here and you start looking, the Nano Breaker, images of Nanomachine Island. Hello there, Jenny, honey. Welcome. The Nano Breaker. But nanomachines, the world's smallest machines in the open mind. The audio is cracking. Let's hope y'all got a good audio. Do y'all got a good audio? Do I got a good audio? I think we got it. We got it. So if you were to look up the nanomachines, and why do they got a video game about the nanomachines? Okay, well, there's a lot of research on the nanomachines. Nanomachines built from multiple components can have, it's in nature. Research reveals the structure that a nanomachine that assembles a cell within your body, your cell's energy control system. Nanomachines will drill holes into the cancer cells, and they can do that, dead or alive. Nano Breaker, a Mango Online, read the Nanomachine, multi-gear. We've got nanomachines right here also. This is, you may see, well, Gina, honey, that is just all make-believe. Ah, that's right, Miss Constitutional Rights. That's right, you all. They have these nanomachines in this book or whatever this manga thing is that they insert. And listen who they name the character. At the start, these two bounty hunters, they have used the nanomachines to make super soldiers in this book. Prototypes is a little girl named Eve. Why did they want to name her Eve? who heals her wounds at a very fast rate and can transform herself at will with the nanomachines, turn her hand into a blade. She gets her powers to gradually become an exceptional fighter. You may say, well, that's all make-believe. Is it really make-believe? Look at this. AI nanobots implanted into body may give rise to superhumans. Why would it give rise to superhumans? Because they would have superhuman strengths. The technology may also allow humans to control things and their environments. You all, this is not just make believe at all. Look at this. Will it lead to the advent of superhumans? They've already said you got to have ethical guidelines. Nanomachines built. This is what they look like inside your body. They really are. They look like this inside your body. Can you imagine it? They said that these nanomachines have been around for billions of years and stuff like that. They can assemble your cell. Will they? What nanomachines promise for the humanity data economy? So now it's called the humanity data economy. Autonomous nanomachines inspired by nature, coordinated behaviors of the artificial micro machines, the latest research, and blah, 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 blah. So let's get back to my one thing. It's much realer than we think. So they got this thing called the Rage virus. I'm not sure if that's a book or nothing. It's been a long time since I looked that up. The Rage virus was a movie, I think, or a book. I don't know what it was. Oh, we're going to tie this in right now. We will tie it in, I promise you. 28 days later. Oh, it's a film. It's a film. And it's 28 days later was a film. I'm sorry, I used my cell phone. They have a bicycle courier who awakens from a coma to discover the accidental release of a highly contagious aggression-inducing virus that has caused the breakdown of society. It caused the breakdown of society. They got a rage virus. A rage virus. Intermittent explosive disorder symptoms and causes. Road rage. 8 signs of a narcissistic rage. Explaining intense episodes of rage. Angry for no reason. 11 common causes of rage attacks. Intermittent explosive behavior or disorder. Anger issues. Adult tantrums. Rage attacks. Rage attacks. Rageaholic symptoms. An overview of rage and managing the rage. But wait a minute. That's just supposed to be a movie or a novel. That's all it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to, and look at this. They got the history of it right here. It's just supposed to be a movie or a novel. But there are people who are they're having fits of rage. They are having fits of rage. We got adults having tantrums. They're having meltdowns and rage attacks. Rage disorder, meaning and signs, causes, adult tantrums, how to cope with your rage attacks. Low down adult tantrum, meltdown, and rage attacks. Now, look at this. I want it. Temper tantrums. What might be going on? Trouble and all of this kind of stuff. Now, if you are experiencing something like this, you really do need to seek a professional. You really do, because I'm not a professional. You need to seek the help that you should seek from those who can help you and not Gina, honey. Okay? This sounds like that novel. It really does. You get your professional help. This 28 weeks. It's a rage virus. Oh my gosh, you all. So I think it's much realer than it thinks. I really did. I wanted to see. We do have adults having tantrums. Why would they have all this stuff on it? Really think about it. And people getting angry in the stores. People are getting angry in the stores. I have fits of anger. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Do not do not argue with someone like that, you all. Do not do it. There has been a rise. You all tell me, has there been a rise in this right here? Has there been a rise in narcissistic rage? I don't know. I really never knew much about the narcissistic stuff until, yeah, because I don't like reading negative stuff. But there has been Run, Forrest, Run. What's that about? Did he have fits of rage too, Forrest Gump? It's like when you're in the grocery store and people get angry for no reason, or in your workplace, people are getting upset really easy. And you got that novel about the fits of rage and stuff like that. They called it a rage virus. Of course, it's totally, fictitious, right? It never existed. There has been a rise in it. An intermittent explosive disorder. Well, I think that's another sign for rage. I really do. You can see the experts. These are the experts, you all. We got to see society today. Not all angry outbursts are narcissistic. From intense outbreaks, sudden fits of anger, passive-aggressive acts, simmering resistance, it occurs when the narcissist is not treated as the center of attention, but it's becoming, it looks like it's becoming more pronounced. More pronounced. Why would they say angry for no reason? Because we got this right here. So let's think what happens with this right here. This is a novel. It's a novel that they wrote. Two Cambridge University scientists were trying to solve and isolate specific neurochemicals that cause anger and excessive aggression in humans in order to develop an inhibitor that regulates their anger and control issues. That's what they were trying to do, their anger and whatever issues. I'm going to get to a good one if I can, you all. Let me see if I can get over to it. Their anger and their control issues, which was quite, they need professional help. They really do, is what I want to say. They did an experiment. Students didn't have an uncontrollable rage. They managed to contact a police station and give him a violent criminal a test subject. So they did it. They gave them injections and stuff like that. They caused them to get angry. Look at that. This is not good, you all. I really do feel that we don't need movies that come to life. We don't need books that come to life, because we'd rather keep those books where they're at. We really would. We'd rather keep it into, look at that, Wiki Fandom. Wiki Fandom, the science behind the rage virus sci-fi wire. It's an emotional, it's a fictional disease that causes rage and violence in people, but it has some scientific basis in the amygdala. I can't say the word. Amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. So that would be your brain. Learn how the prefrontal cortex and other factors affect it. So this is you would not want to have that happening and you turn into something like this. You would not. Why I don't like these books like this. I really don't. 15 years later, 28 days later, 15 years later, 15 years later, 15 years later, 15 years later, I wanted to know the year that 15 years later, The film was in 2007. 10 years from 2007 would be 2017, and add 5 years to that, it'd be 2022, would it? 2017, 17 and 5 is 2022. 2022. Rage Attacks, Rageaholic 2022. An overview of rage and strategies for managing it. 2022. According to that book. Where are we at, you all? I'm just trying to find it out. I really am trying to find out this rage virus, and 15 years later. I think it's much realer because they're seeing the people in the grocery stores and stuff. This is like zombies. It's zombies. Zombies in the ether. Either a coma patient wakes up in a world that is overrun by the zombies. What if you are the zombies? The zombies that are out there, this is part of the zombies where some have a fictitious rage virus. What if it is like that? An epidemic of drugs, powerful drugs, poisons, narcotics, instantaneous transformation of their recipients. Grrr. Marcy, honey, Gina, honey, hope you're having a beautiful birthday. Happy birthday, Marcy, honey. But yeah. Oh, I don't mean to offend anyone. I really don't. This is it showed up on my Seagate. This is part of FEMA prepare for the zombie apocalypse. FEMA prepare for the zombie apocalypse, because you don't know what type. Look, the experts and terrorism professionals confirm that the group, which has possible Greek and Haitian origins, plans to take advantage of a loophole in the space-time continuum, which allow previous deceased citizens to roam the United States. What on earth? You see this? I did not notice this before. We got to read this. The FEMA Disaster Preparedness Ready.gov has released the urgent PSA about an impending threat at the end of October. Now remember, 15 years, that's what they said, 15 years later, the movie came out in 2007, is the Raging Horror movie. It came out in 2007. So I want to read this, you all. This is the zombie apocalypse. Okay, experts, let's read this. You all, please, I welcome your comments. We all welcome your comments, but please keep them respectful. Don't be disrespectful. Don't do no speaking down to me comments. Don't be do derogatory or anything like that, because if you are, your comment's going to get deleted. And if you're really bad, you're going to get blocked by the moderators. Okay, you will. You want to enjoy this, and you want to be able to come back and comment on here. You really, really do want to comment. But we welcome the trolls as long as you're respectful. We welcome you. We really do. We want you to have your say-so on here in a beautiful, loving, kind way. You're going to be stuck in this world with us, too, if this zombie apocalypse happens. And you got previously deceased citizens roaming the United States searching for cerebral matter eating your brains, okay? This is what I'm talking about. So this is really true. This was in October of 2019. See, why did they do it? Okay, we're going to read it. Yeah. United States, they plan, okay, the experts for terrorism and professionals confirm that the group, which has possible Greek and Haitian origins, plans to take advantage of a loophole in the space-time continuum. You may say there is no such thing as a space-time continuum. Who said? Did you say there's no such thing as a space-time continuum, which will allow previously deceased citizens to roam the United States searching for cerebral matter? Okay, yeah, cerebral matter. The official plan is to ward off the living impaired horde is set to fire to larger than average gourds. Squash will do in a pinch and alter your appearance. They're going to alter your appearance in an attempt to disorient the post-mortem invaders. You think that's make-believe? Do you? Adorning yourself in intimidating clothing and disguising your face with a mask and colorful paint should suffice, but beware. Early reports indicate that the marauding gangs of miners in similar garb will take advantage of the chaos in order to extort delicacies from the citizens, you all. Adolescent swindlers resorting to bribery. You're going to have tests. Why do you think, Gina, this is just all? They just want to make it look. No, you got to have a traveling light. You got to have a family plan. You got to stock up on supplies, and you got to look for safe areas. Because why? The beings will have a very distinct, pungent aroma, and they will likely be missing large sections of their flesh and bone material. And if you do find yourself facing the undead domestic terrorists, FEMA's official survival tips will include that right there. Now, you may think that that's make-believe. Do I think it's make-believe? No, I don't think it's make-believe. See, they're sitting here in the garb. Zombies don't exist. This is from FEMA. Let me get this here, you all. FEMA. This is the FEMA thing. This is what society. This is the little thing they put out. Have your plan, they said. Have your plan. Have your action plan. When the zombies start coming, yes, and you don't want to do it, you all. You don't. They're running in the streets. Society, ready.gov. Ready.gov, FEMA. They told you ahead of time. They gave you some stuff ahead of time. I'm going to read it. Oh, yeah. So this fits of rage and stuff, these viruses, look at this Resident Evil. You know what? I found a whole bunch of Resident Evil games in the trash can in Hawaii. I did. When you're in the military people, when they move and stuff, they throw their stuff out on the road. They don't no longer want it. They had Sega Genesis game thing. And they had all these Resident Evil games. And I would never let my kids play it just for the mere fact it said Resident Evil. And it was evil. And so we brought them home from Hawaii. They sat on the basement shelf. Oh, it's been around 15 years or 20 years, more or less. And finally, my son got them and he took them to a game store or somebody that, collects things like that because that's an antique. So we got rid of them, but these are the viruses in Resident Evil. Look, you got the Nemesis, you got the Evil Garden, you got the Dead Aim Outbreak, File 2, Deadly Silence, the Umbrella Chronicles, the Dark Side Chronicles, the Mercenaries, the Umbrella Corps. I think it went on. Let me see. So they had these variants. They got these variants of these viruses, the T virus variances. They changed the people. They changed the people. They changed them. Look at that. You didn't even have a human body anymore with this stuff. Whatever it was, there was no normal body. And that's what this stuff looked like. You say, well, this is all make-believe. Is it make-believe? We have this right here that could get into people's bodies. Do we got a troll army in here? The army of trolls? Welcome. Thank you for sending our analytics through the roof. We love it. We love you coming in here as long as you're respectful. That's right. Yeah, try not to do all caps because you know that you can see. You can see, you don't have to do all caps. That's right. Some people find them quite offensive. It's like you're screaming and yelling. Now let's look at this. You are the rage virus. You are the ultimate weapon. You are the ultimate weapon. I'm trying to read this. In the futuristic world of nano breakers, the nanomachines have transformed the humans into horrific monster machines. As an experimental cyborg soldier, slash and rip your way through the machine onslaught with your shape-shifting plasma blade as humanity's last hope prevent the world from falling into certain apocalypse. So you might say, well, there's nothing that can do the shape-shifting. Oh, really? There's nothing that can shape-shift? There is stuff that can shapeshift. Look at this. Micro nano machines, and they can. These nano machines that let me see the let me do it. See, they got the new humanness. Protein nano machines, they do all the work. Let's see, the smallest machines you got in 1973. The world's smallest robots, not rise of the nano machines. The magnet helical micro nano machines. Okay, we got all of this going on. You want to do this images of the nano machines. There we go. Look at this. These are nano machines. This is real. This ain't no make believe. This channel is telling the truth. They've already got these machines out there. Now, if you want to have these machines in your body and you want to be a pro, you go have at it. We're trying to warn you ahead of time before these nano machines get inside your body and you turn into one of these zombie-like things. You get superhuman strength and stuff like that. Then we're just trying to warn you ahead of time. Okay, we are. We're trying to warn you ahead of time. You don't want your body looking like that. You do not want your body looking like that, okay? You'd probably rather be a transhuman than be a nano machine where they take over your body. You probably would rather be one. You don't want to turn into some kind of horrific monster. Horrific monster like this. You don't. Because you would be unrecognizable and you wouldn't even know yourself anymore. You would not know yourself. Okay, you wouldn't. Do you want to be part of the zombie apocalypse? Do you want to be part of the Resident Evil thing? Do you want to be in that game? Okay, really. And the rage virus, also known as the infection or RV. Yes. It's not just a movie. Okay, where are we at? It's not just a movie. We got tantrums and stuff. We got tantrums and stuff happening. Okay, it's not no make-believe. It's none of it. It's none of it. But you know what? That's why they got all these professionals out here to help the people now. I'm gonna have to drink some more of this ginger ale, you all. We got the army of trolls. Now, I don't know if they might have some nano machines in their body causing them to be trolls on here. They could be controlled by nano machines. They really could be. The rise of the nano machines are inside of them. No, I'm laughing, but this is not a joke. 15 years later, 28 days later, is the raging horror movie. Yet more than ever, its fictional rage virus is a potent symbol for our ever-evolving rage-infected culture. Zombies in either a coma patient wakes up in a world overrun by zombies. Look at this. Microbiology. I don't want these trolls to have rage virus. I don't want them to be part of that. What is it? Don't be part of this film right there because we don't like that. Okay, we don't want you to be part of no zombie apocalypse either. None of that. We really don't. We want you to be able to survive in this world with all your faculties. Otherwise, we're going to have to bring out our nano breakers right here. The nano breakers. That's what we're going to have to do. Bring out the nano breakers. And you probably wouldn't like it. Probably wouldn't, you know. Set apart and stuff like that. Apple. We are praying for the trolls on here. Gracious Heavenly Father, please be with all the trolls on here. May you help them. May you help us all not turn into nano machine controlled beings and help us not to become zombies for the apocalypse. We don't want to. We want our bodies. We want all of our faculties, and I mean it in the name of precious Jesus. Amen. We do not want to. Gina, what are you talking about? Dance with me. Dance with me. Oh my God. No. I'm not going to get on here and start dancing on this thing. No, I'm having a hot flash up here. No, you don't want to watch. If you don't want to, You better calm down or I'll get up here and I'll really start dancing. I'm trying to wake you up. You better get prepared for this because this ain't no joke. This is not a joke. It's not a joke at all. You've got to prepare for the Homeland Security Digital Library, you all. Now, this is like Center for Homeland Defense. We got these experts to terrorism. They got a group of Haitian and Haitian origins. They're going to break through the space-time continuum loophole, and they're going to allow the previously deceased citizens to roam the United States, searching for your cerebral matter. It's not. I'll get those trouble. We'll get those trouble. Come on now, let's dance. No, you are. See, this is what you're going to be doing. That's right. Oh my God. I got to get out of this, you all. Oh my goodness gracious. No, really. No, it's much more real than you realize. It really is. You do not want to, because these nano machines, they could do something to your body. You don't know what these things are programmed with. They could put different parts on your body. They could turn you into a spider or something like that. They really could. You could be a mutant. You could be a mutant. You don't want to turn into a mutant. You don't. All actuality. Yes. What is going on here, Olivia, honey? We're trying to entertain our trolls on here. We're trying to make them wake up to what's going on. They got a movie out there, and it's 15 years later in 2022, and this movie was The Rage Virus. It's 28. You don't want to be a mutant. No, you don't want to be no teenage, unless you're a teenage mutant ninja turtle. That's right, you all. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Why is Gina so happy? I like to be happy. I really do like to be happy. Our Hearts Were Young and Gay. Did you know that that was an actual book? Our Hearts Were Young and Gay. Let's check that out. Our Hearts Were Young and Gay. Ta-da! Let's bring up that book. It's an old book. You know what that meant? Happy. Our hearts were young and happy. I actually have this book in the basement. I don't even know where I found it, but they were so happy. They were dancing and stuff. They were very, very dancing. That's right. You'd rather be a new creature than a mutant. Thank you, Mez, honey. I'm up here sweating up a storm. This troll army's got me in a hot sweat. That's okay, but this is serious. It really is serious. I think I closed out my Seagate. I might have closed my Seagate out, you all. I did, but no, this is... you don't want to be a zombie. You really don't. See, they got this right here. We got this on Blu-ray. Scout's Guide to Apocalypse and Zombies. There really could be. Looking. In the event of a zombie apocalypse, 3 steps to surviving the infestation. You got an avoidance, you got the termination, and you got the disposable. What are you going to do with the zombies? What are you going to do with them? That's what we want to know. We're going to try to get these survival skills. Okay, look, World War Z's, the zombie survival guide. You need to hop on this channel. You need to do your own research. But you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to look at this right here, the food chain reaction game. Okay, you don't. Now, let's get that off of there. I'm going to be going, but we're talking about zombies, the Human's Guide to Preparedness. Yeah, so it's all about zombies and the zombie virus and the fits of rage and all this kind of stuff. It's a great big money-making thing. It's money making. The CDC. You don't want to walk around with hazmat things on. You don't. You don't want to be these zombies with half your body gone and you're walking in the street and you're still alive. You don't. I'm going to go. I'm going to go, you all. We've been on here for 35 minutes. It's been fun, but really, I think there's more than meets the eye. And really, if you're having fits of rage and stuff like that and you having things like that, you need to go seek a professional, because we got more professionals out there in that area, more than we ever have on, I guess, probably on the earth at any other time in history that we know of, who can really help you out. That's right. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you to our army of trolls from out there. You gave me a good laugh. It was nice seeing you to boost our analytics on this channel. I think that's great. And thank you, moderators, for the timing out of those trolls who weren't so nice. And if you were a bad troll, you got yourself blocked and you realize that because you can't comment anymore. Yeah. Thank you for everyone who's been commenting on here. Yeah, this is really serious. It is. They made a movie about the 28 days later. And we're seeing people getting angry in the grocery stores and stuff like that. People having fits of rage and stuff. And it's not pleasant to be around. It's really not pleasant. So thank you once again, you all. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. And please check your subscription because they probably unsubscribed you. And please give this video a thumbs up right now. And if you don't want to give it up right now, give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And if you're watching this as a repeat, give this video a thumbs up. And thank you for joining this channel. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Did I say this? I'm going to say it again. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.